Yes, after the hands-on and unboxing video of Galaxy S26 Ultra, there are 7 major changes on the S26 Ultra. Starting from the design, Samsung just changed the design on S26 Ultra. It is more rounded compared to the S25 Ultra, and the back design is changed, which we already talked a lot about. Now, there is one thing which is really important in the S26 Ultra, which is the display. Samsung is adding M14 panel on S26 Ultra. We all know 2600 nits of peak brightness, which is same as S25 Ultra, but there is most important thing. But before talking about that, if you want to get the S26 Ultra or S25 Ultra, the price is listed in this video. Now, moving on to the privacy display. Yes, Samsung has actually added the privacy display. There are 2 modes, maximum protection and normal mode. With maximum protection, you cannot see the display from the side, but it will affect the viewing angles. But there's another important thing, notification pop-up. If you enable that, your notification will be completely blank from the side, which is a massive update. Just turn off the maximum protection, just add the notification pop-up or a sensitive information like the OTP and all that kind of stuff, and you are good to go. Now, the next up thing, this guy actually tested the phone to the fullest. He ran the benchmarks, cameras, gaming and all, and according to this guy, the phone is not heating up, which is my first concern about the S26 Ultra, because Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor is actually the one which is heating the most. But Samsung added the bigger vapor chamber in S26 Ultra, which helped S26 Ultra to not heat up with such a massive processing power. And this one is an overclocked version, because we got the 4.74 GHz clock speed on S26 Ultra, which is an overclocked version. If you're waiting for the Bluetooth S Pen, no, this guy already tested it. There's no Bluetooth S Pen on S26 Ultra. Samsung just dropped it and it's not coming back. Another major thing, aluminum or titanium. Well, according to this guy, Samsung used aluminum. I don't know how he checked it, but yeah, Samsung just used the aluminum according to the rumors, and now this guy actually confirmed it hands on the actual phone and said we are getting aluminum, not titanium on S26 Ultra, which for some it's a downgrade and for some it's a good thing. Now, the cameras are where things got interesting. Samsung actually moved towards a natural tone compared to the overprocessing on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now, there's one picture which everyone is talking about in the daylight, where S26 Ultra is much brighter compared to the S25 Ultra. Now, honestly speaking, according to my point of view, S25 Ultra picture looks better compared to the S26 Ultra, because S26 Ultra is more brighter compared to the S25 Ultra. Maybe it is because of lower aperture compared to the S25 Ultra. Now, the night shots are really impressive on S26 Ultra because Samsung added a lower aperture f1.4 instead of f1.7 on 200 megapixel sensor. Even the 5x telephoto sensor got better results in the night shots because it got better aperture f2.8 compared to the 3.4 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So the cameras are actually getting better on S26 Ultra compared to the S25 Ultra. Now, he didn't mention which mode he was using, because there is a new mode, 24 megapixel on S26 Ultra, which brings more detail to the Galaxy S26 Ultra compared to the S25 Ultra 12 megapixel. There are a lot of more details are here about the Galaxy S26 Ultra. I've got something official about the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it confirmed everything. I mean, all the new features, and yeah, the battery is also confirmed about the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Although if you want to get it, the price is listed in this video. Now, we got a lot of stuff about the Galaxy S26 Ultra from VinFuture, and yeah, it confirmed a lot of things. Now, here we are. We got the cameras, the battery, and the performance numbers of Galaxy S26 Ultra. So first of all, let's talk about the battery. Yes, it's the same 5000 mAh battery, 31 hour of video playback, but there is one most important thing, 75% of the charge in just 30 minutes. That means Samsung is finally changing the charging numbers on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. It is 60 watt instead of 45 watt on S25 Ultra. That is one change we saw on this spec sheet. The second thing is the cameras of Galaxy S26 Ultra. We got 50 megapixel ultra wide, 200 megapixel main sensor, 50 megapixel 5x, and a 10 megapixel 3x. So here we are. The 200 megapixel main sensor is getting a better aperture, and the 50 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor is also getting a better aperture from f3.4 to f2.8. The performance numbers are crazy, where we got improvement in 39% NPU, 24% better in GPU performance, and 19% better in CPU performance all together. Now, there's one more thing. This is actually the privacy display of Galaxy S26 Ultra. It shows how you benefit from it. Honestly speaking, right now people are underestimating this thing, but this will revolutionize the displays in the smartphone industry just because of this feature, because it's the first phone to having a privacy display built into the display, now with the screen protector, which will affect the brightness on your phone. This won't affect any brightness on your phone, and you can customize it just for a single app, not a whole phone, which is another plus for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And you will not going to see this feature on S25 Ultra because this feature is built into the display, not just a software gimmick. Now, another thing which shows the Galaxy Bud 4 Pro and the Galaxy S26 Ultra along with the watch, and actually confirms the design of S26 Ultra and the Buds design. We already got a lot of information about the Buds and the design of Galaxy S26 Ultra, so this is nothing new. Now, there's another picture which is more related to sketch to image or photo assist app for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Samsung is heavily promoting the AI stuff for the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and yeah, honestly speaking, yes, it is getting better AI than S25 Ultra or even S24 Ultra, but you're going to get these AI updates on previous phones. The only thing which matters is the hardware improvements, which is the 60 watt, that privacy display and other stuff, which is really an improvement instead of just AI gimmick. Let's see the difference between the Galaxy S26 Ultra versus S25 Ultra from spec sheet to see the difference. From display to design, Samsung has changed a bunch of things on S26 Ultra. Even the first look of the S26 Ultra is out and we saw some visible changes in the S26 Ultra. But recently, there's a source who shared a complete set of specs for the S26 Ultra in comparison to S25 Ultra. And looking at the specs, yes, there are some changes in it and some are really bad. So at the start, both devices are going to feature a 6.9 inches display. The change is in the display technology. S25 Ultra came with M13 while the S26 Ultra will be featuring the M14 panel. But the interesting thing is, S26 Ultra and S25 Ultra both are featuring the same 2600 nits of peak brightness despite using the new technology on S26 Ultra. The processor is obvious, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which got more details in it than just a simple change. And the list also shows a 12 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of RAM. Well, this is where things got different. S26 Ultra is featuring a 16 gigs of RAM option, but only for limited markets. I mean, even source confirmed, China would be one of it where we can see a 16 gigs of RAM on S26 Ultra. Else, even the 1TB version will be seeing a 12 gigs of RAM across all models. Now, the cameras, 50 megapixel is same, but the 3x 10 megapixel is seeing a change for next year. Did you notice something? The aperture is better on S25 Ultra compared to the S26 Ultra. Well, this is the downgrade ICE was talking about. Even he shared this spec sheet. Well, while I have more details about the 3x telephoto sensor, other cameras will be same. Now, the battery is another thing. 5000 mAh battery, same on both phones. Well, some suggest 5200 seems a bit off now, so no battery change next year. But the charging speed is seeing a change next year. 45 watt on S25 Ultra and 65 watt on S26 Ultra. So finally, a change we want is here. He didn't mention a wireless charging update, but S26 Ultra is also going to see a wireless charging update from 15 watt to 25 watt. Another major change we have on S26 Ultra is it will come with a magnets in it. The thickness is also changed from 8.2mm to 7.9mm, which is another plus, probably one of the slimmest Ultra from Samsung. And there is a slight change in the weight of the phone. 218 grams on S25 Ultra compared to 214 grams on S26 Ultra. Hardly notice a difference in real life. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.